this lesson, we are going to talk about be going to. So this grammar structure is useful to talk about future actions when you are completely sure. So when to use it? Basically, we can use this grammar structure to talk about two main things. Number one, things you've planned in advance. So plans that you have planned in advance. Number two, things you are completely sure about. So those things, events, plans, or whatever are going to happen surely. Now it's time to talk about the grammar structure, and we are going to start off with affirmative. This formula is so easy to remember. Now, as you already know, be going to makes part of present continuous. So the formula is going to be very similar. We have a subject, V. Now, V needs to be conjugated depending on the subject. Going to and verb. This verb is going to be in the base form. No modification is going to be applied. And we have an example for you to see how this grammar word is used in real context. So Dana is the subject. We have is, as you can see, this is conjugated according to this subject. Dana is going to apply for a scholarship in the US. So this is an example for you, and there is an important note that is going to contextualize you in real context. This contraction, the contraction of going to, is gonna. So going to becomes gonna in real and social context. This cannot be used in academic writing. You can use this contraction whenever you speak, but never in academic writing. So this is an example. I'm gonna read for a while before I sleep. It's time to take a look to negative sentences, and before we start, here I have the formula for you. Subject, V, and now it's important that you keep in mind that you need to use the negative form of be. Going to and a verb. A verb in the base form. No modification is going to be applied, neither. So we have one example with the full form and one example with the contraction, so you can differentiate of both. The first, I am not going to repeat it again. In the contracted form, I'm not gonna repeat it again. One more example, she's not going to attend classes for a week. And in the contraction, she isn't gonna attend classes for a week. It's important that you remember that you have two possibilities when it comes to contractions. The first possibility you have is she's not, or she isn't. The same thing is going to happen with all subjects. You can say he's not or he isn't. She's not or she isn't. They're not or they aren't, and so on. Now, as you can see on the board, we have interrogative. So in this section, you will learn how to ask questions using be going to. First off, as usual, let's begin with the formula. It is be, in this case, a subject, going to, and a verb. Don't forget your question mark. We have an example. Are you going to stay up late tonight? And some answers. Remember that in these kind of questions we have two types of answers: yes or no. For that reason it is called yes/no question. If yes, you are going to answer yes, a subject, and the conjugation of be. In this case is yes, I am. And if no, so it is no, I'm not. In social context, you can say things like I am or I'm not. For example, are you going to stay up late tonight? I'm not, or I am. So it It depends on the context you are in. Finally, it's time to take a look to the way we ask information questions using be going to. These type of questions are called information questions or WH questions. The second form is the most common. This is the formula. First, you need to start off with a WH word. This WH word is where, when, why, how, what, how long, what time, and so on. Then we have be, subject, be going to, and a verb. Here I have an example. Where are you going to live after you graduate from college? Where are you going to live after you graduate from college? The answer of this kind of question can be an affirmative sentence or a negative sentence. As you can see in this example, I used an affirmative sentence to come up with an answer. So where are you going to live after you graduate from college? I'm gonna live in New York City. Or you can also use will if you are not completely sure about the answer. You can say, well, honestly, I don't really know. I think I will live here in this city.